Alright, hey everybody, this is Bird Eye Blake. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you tuning in with me today. This is the first episode of what will likely be a weekly podcast where I play some video game, talk a little golf, and hopefully you enjoy it. So it's a great outlet for me to be able to share what I love most, and that's the game I wish that's all I did was play. So anyway, here we are at St. Andrews today. We got Jordan Spieth. Normally I'd like to play the course that the tour is playing that week, but this they don't have it on this week. So we're making do with what we got. So the tour this week is round 3 of the FedEx playoffs, and it's a very interesting top leaderboard. And this week they will be playing the BMW Championship, which to me seems like a weekly thing just for a car company to sponsor the event, but maybe that's just me. So here we are. Oh, we're in the water. I didn't even look down fairway. That's not a good start. Not a good start. So the leaderboard's interesting at the FedEx. You got a lot of familiar names. It's fun to see some new faces, and definitely some veterans. I mean, you got Jordan Spieth, who's leading it, which is kind of funny. This shot, for whatever reason, reminds me of him at the Masters a few weeks ago. And look at I shank it. Oh, give me a bounce. Oh man, this is definitely not good. I should probably pay attention to my game and not to my notes. So anyway, that's fun. We got that. We also got the President's Cup coming up, so it'll be fun to see what the new additions have to be. We'll talk about that, and then we got caddy changes. What's interesting today? The big news about Jason Day changing his caddy, and how big that is, especially for him, for somebody that has been a part of his carrying his bag for teaching him golf since I believe he was 12. So that one's crazy. So I'll talk about that a little bit, and then and yeah, we'll go from there. So first, FedEx. Look at the standings. Go all the way back. I just want to shout out real quick to my boy Fred Funk. We got him one event, two FedEx points. He was 249 in the standings. So little shout out to him. One event. And he wasn't quite last, so that's kind of fun, right? We got Tommy Two Gloves, 8 events this year, 236. I hope to see him, a lot more in the future. Oh, that was hot, way hot. I really like him, so we'd love to see more of him, hopefully in the future. I know he's got a lot going, trying to keep his card, but 213 Ernie Els, 20 events for Ernie Els. Then DL3 at 185. We got VJ playing 18 events, is that right? 178. It's good to see VJ. We got Jim Furyk, 157. I'm a little surprised by that. 18 events. I'm not even on the green anymore. Now, granted, I haven't played this game in probably a couple of years, so I'm not really paying attention to it. Not that you guys are here for that entertainment, but it is what it is. Going up the leaderboard some more. Right around 100. Luke Donald, former number 1. That guy, I don't know what happens. It looks like I got a max. All right, let's see if we can play this hole for real. You gotta zoom in somehow. I definitely don't want to change clubs. I guess 3 woods play here. I really don't know what I'm doing. Alright, anyway. Maybe this was a bad idea for playing game in the background. The crowd doesn't like it. Camilo Villegas, 96. That's a guy I was excited to see in the top 100. Love to see him on tour. But then again, here's a surprise that I thought would do better this year is Bubba Watson. He's he played 22 events. I know he's got an awesome family life, and I'm sure he's happy outside of golf. But I was surprised to see that guy down a little bit. But then you see players like Danny Lee at 69. 31 events. I love Danny Lee. I think I'm kind of happy by that. But I guess our standards are different after you get a couple green jackets. So, but I love you, Bubba. Lucas Glover, 53, right? Major champion. Excited to see him up there in the top 60. Now here's where it gets fun. Phil Mickelson, 36. Let's talk a little bit about him for the captain's pick for the President's Cup. Where am I? 5 iron, 213, deep rough. Let's just swing away. What is that? So Phil Mickelson being a captain's pick, I was real excited for it. And the reason why is because he did play well towards the end when it mattered. He did go through a caddy change. I know that regardless of that decision for him and Bones to part ways, he did. They had a long history together. Whether it was mutual or not, there was one more bounce, and that might sit well, but not gonna happen. You change caddies. A player like him, changing caddies. I'm sure. I believe he has his brother on his bag. That's fun though. So, he's got it figured out. Can I chip this? Oh man, I'd love just to swing a little wedge, just pop that baby up. I don't know where this thing's going. I don't have much of a read. Let's just swing away, baby. Get up. Okay, that distance isn't too bad. Alright, so Phil Mickelson, his leadership alone, so the fact that he's playing well, and who knows how much we'll see him. I don't know how many matches he'll be in, but he'll be in, at least on the weekend, and I'm sure some together. I wonder if we'll get to see a Zach Johnson matchup again. They seem to play pretty well together. Or, I think Phil's one of those guys that can just play with anybody. And so, so then back, while we're on talking about caddies again, Jason Day at 28. Jason Day, that caddy change was interesting, but. You like I said to open the show, he's been with his caddy, coach, mentor, father of sorts for several years. A good portion of his life, and I don't know the details, and I don't know if they're going to share them or even if they're out yet. But I just saw that today and read a little bit up on it, and whoa, look, +6 through 2. Good night. I thought you zoomed in with. No, I'm driving some of you crazy out there. It's not how you do it, dude. Yeah, let's pitch the ball off the tee. Let's reset. Alright, good enough. I'm just gonna swing away. Oh, I got this little hole going. A little slow. Oh, look, they double fairway. Look, he's all upset. Look, you're in the fairway, dude. Actually, that might be for another hole. Alright, so back to the leaderboard. Jason Day, he changes his caddy. He's gonna use a friend, a guy he went to golf school. I wish I went to golf school with. Their roommates apparently. And here's the thing, Jason, he's 28th right now in the FedEx Cup, but he's also one of the best in the world. He's got one of the best games, and he's had a little bit off year. There's nothing that I think that I play better golf with than with my friends or close family members, and so when I'm on the golf course with them and cutting it up and having a good time and and take the distraction of me trying to beat them out, and them trying to, we're on the same team, it just would make the rounds funner and the work, the grind that much better, in my opinion. They know the relationship. Okay, obviously my ninja style with the paddle's not the best, but look at the shank. Look at me throw this in tight. Whoa, look at that. Like I meant to. I think I might still be on the wrong hole. Anyway, so I think Jason Day's a good enough player. It doesn't matter, I think, who's carrying his bag, but you throw in the fact that he's got, a friend. That is awesome. See, look, we got 134. Look, I throw this in tight on the shank, and then my caddy's like, hey, the hole's over there. 134. I got this. See, I don't even know how the meter works. Look, I'm cutting across it. Everything's going left. This lag though, from deep. I'll take that lag. 134 feet. I hit it 100. Oh, that's just beauty. That's just beauty. See if I can shank this. Oh, I tried. Look at that. See, I got this game. I got it. Jason Day, I wish him luck. You know, I would love to see him. He's one of my favorite players. I would love to see him. And if this is a permanent change going forward with his friend, you know, so be it. You know, just whatever it takes to make you play. Okay, obviously, I've got a serious problem with my little thumb controller thing here. I'm gonna blame it on this controller. It's just not pretty. Jason Duffner, 25th. I love Jason Duffner. I know, you know, he's had some different stuff on and off the course. You know, he definitely showed up in a few events this year. He got a win. You know, I hope to see more of him. You know, he's talked about a short career. Who knows? You know, that's the thing about golf is you know, as a fan, I mean, these guys are normal guys off the course, you know, but as a fan, you want them to live forever. You don't want to, you know, you don't want them to stop playing competitive golf, you know, man. But if you're hitting balls into the bushes, man, it's not gonna be fun. Look at Jordan. Jordan's just not happy. How can you be happy with that? You're worth about 100 million. I don't even know what you're worth, Jordan Speed, but that'll make you feel a little bit better about hitting the ball in the bushes. Jason Duffner, you know, hope he has a better year next year, but 25th in the FedEx, that's promising. But I just want to see that guy keep moving up the standings. You know, one of the guys I like on this list, number 19, Kyle Stanley. You know, great player, love that swing. Matt Kuchar, fan favorite at 18. Johnny Vegas at 13. Oh man, you know, this guy, what was he struggling for a card with? It seemed like it was last year. You know, I mean, this guy came up, you know, was so strong early, won early, young, just a fun player to watch, and then just fell off a little bit. I'm glad to see his games back. I mean, 13th in the world. That's beautiful. Win this year. 4 top 10s. You know, I'll take that every year. You know, I mean that is a fun that's a fun year. You know, Cheers bank accounts enjoying that too. And then number 12. This was a captain's pick that I probably equally excited with Phil about. Charlie Hoffman. What a fun player. I really enjoy Charlie. I love his attitude. Love his competitive edge. It'll be fun to see him in that format, you know, as a team event. Why not pair him with Lefty? You know, him and Phil would probably do great together. And I bet Charlie may be one of those guys too that, you know, you put him with like a Patrick Reed. They're both, you know, can get fiery and emotional. Throw a putter in the pond. You know, who knows? But those two may play well. You know, I don't know. Ricky Fowler at number 6. Ricky is obviously one of the best in the world. You know, another win this year, 9 top 10s, only in 19 events. I mean, the guy's solid. Man, get him going. It'd be fun to see him. You know, and I think he will win his major at some point. But you know, the top 6 right now in the FedEx. I mean, obviously I got this big pull going. And I just want to see the whole golf course. I mean, St. Andrews, it's where it's at. See, I don't even know what I'm doing now. It's funky. Sit down. I know that can't be my hole. You pull 2 left that far, that you can't be anywhere close to your golf course. Unbelievable. All right, Ricky. John Rahm, oh man, the young fella, that big strapping warrior. The guy can hit the golf ball. You know, he's gonna put it in places where others can't. You know, other than, you know, a big hitter like DJ or somebody. Rahm's a fun player. I just like his game. Seems to have a good demeanor on the course, and yeah, we'd love to see him. Number 4, Hideki Matsuyama. Oh my gosh, Hideki, what a year he's had. You know, I'm happy for that guy. I mean, I feel like he's got the weight of the entire, you know, nation on his shoulders as far as golf goes, and he's just, man, he's a superstar. You know, it seemed like that was coming for years. Man, if I'm missing putts like that, Jordan Spieth. So Hideki, man, that guy. I think at this point, you know, I haven't looked at his chances of what he can do still with the last 2 events. It may even be decided between the top 3, but whatever that guy, what a year. We're gonna see him for several years in any event. Man, I need Butch Harmon quick. Like this guy, I gotta figure out this pole. I think it's gotta be the controller. Gotta be, right? It's like that driver that you just can't hit straight, so you gotta go get a new one. Honey, it was, but you know, it was a new one. I hit this thing really good, you know, it's on sale. Sale items will get you, but yeah, she's buying a few pairs of shoes and a few purses for that new driver of yours. Dustin Johnson, man, DJ, to me, he's one of my favorite players to watch, and it's just because he just does things with the golf ball that you can't imagine people can do, and do it consistently, and then have the complete game to stay on tour. You know, I mean, plenty of guys can have his length, but can they have the complete game? I mean, I feel like his weakness is his putter. If he just has his putter going, the guy's unstoppable with this game. So I think we're gonna see him come down to the very end. You know, and I'm even shanking him with the putter. That's got to be a serious swing flaw with my controller paddle skills. We got to get that fixed as soon as we can. We got to go to the tour van and see if we can get that tightened up. Yeah, there's obviously a serious problem here. Jordan, I don't think you're making this cut, buddy. Of course, if this was an exhibition, man, that'd be fun to see that many people show up just to see you play really, really bad golf. But I guess I would watch that. Yeah, I don't care what he's playing. Is it #1 golfer in the world is playing that bad? You know, man, I'd want to go play him for money. I'd be like, let's make this for real. Number 2, Justin Thomas. Okay, now I don't think there's a more exciting player right now in golf. I mean, he had 5 wins this year, 5 wins, 11 top 10s. He's won 2 out of 3. Player of the year, no question. He's got his major. I think he's flying around in this jet with all these young punks, and they're winning. Other than Zach Johnson, sorry about that, Zach. You're still kind of a punk, I guess, but yeah, you're my age, so I can't call you young anymore. But you know, you guys are flying around in this jet, you know, and he's like, I gotta give me some of this, you know, and so now Ricky's like, ah, crap, you know, who's this guy? You know, I love it. I love to see all these young guns going at it. Justin Thomas, I could see him winning this. I mean, I think it's definitely gonna go down to those final 3. You know, but in the end, despite what you're seeing on the screen here, Jordan Spieth, it's his year again. I mean, this is. I think when it's all said and done, we're talking about a player that may go down as one of the best ever. I mean, his game isn't flashy. It's not like the Tiger-ish stuff that you used to see, or some of the flashy champions of the past. He's just a smooth killer. He doesn't miss putts. He grinds when he's down, and man, the guy's just a competitor, easy go lucky, and just really, man, just a phenomenal person and athlete, and I think we got something special with him. So you know, him being #1 in the standings here is no accident. I mean, you know, like I said, I think he's going to go down as one of the greatest ever. He's so young still, so much golf left. He's got drive, he's having fun, and he's got the game to do whatever. Golf is so healthy right now with all these superstars. And see, I'm going to aim for the right here. See, I'm going to aim at this other hole. See if I can just shank it over. See if we can shank it over. You guys know when you do that and you put that big old band-aid on your swing just to do this, and I still I shaked it too much. I got too much. One of those fans didn't like it. He's laughing at me. It's like, man, I paid good money to see you do this. Man, can you imagine playing St. Andrews? You never played it before and you play this bad. I'd love every second of it still. I would have to, because you're still there. You're still there, but you're also wondering what the freak's going on with my golf game. I know I'm better than this. Yeah, this might be my last round if I ever played this bad. A little chunk up there. So there you have it. You know, we got some interesting stuff going. We got the President's Cup coming up. We've got caddy changes with some of the biggest names in the world, Phil, Rory, and now Jay Day. Interesting stuff. I wait for them to call me. I'll carry that bag. You know, so feel free to hit me up, any of you guys. Even Tiger, man. Tiger, I'll carry your bag, dude. You know, just give me a holler, man. And that's about it. So tune in this week to the BMW Championship. We're gonna see this FedEx. What it's really gonna be decided, I think, this week. I think the top three are gonna really separate. I think it's gonna get down to one of those guys. I think one of those three win this week, and I think it's pretty much over as long as they play halfway decent in the Tour Championship. But it's good to see you don't see guys sitting out because they're so far ahead. You know, it's gonna be competitive towards the end, and I'm looking forward to it. So thanks for tuning in. You're gonna get a lot more shows from me coming in the future. I hope you like it, and yeah, so thanks for tuning in.